Hi there, I'm Rachel, otherwise known as Mac, and welcome to my channel. I have been playing The Sims since it came out. I think most of my memories are from The Sims 2, but probably my most played is The Sims 4, because in recent years I have just gone all in with this game. I no longer have sort of the means to play the earlier games, so basically, to bring a bit of nostalgia back to The Sims 4, you might say, I have decided to rebuild classic lots and classic households from The Sims 2 and essentially fill the Newcrest neighbourhood on The Sims 4. I mean, I guess technically I'm not limiting myself to just The Sims 2. You know, I may have already built some of the lots from, for example, The Sims Busting Out. I absolutely loved that on console when I was younger, and like I'm making characters that were also in the earlier games as well. But I just sort of wanted to relive my youth, to be honest, and I've absolutely loved doing this so far. It's been a bit of a stress, I must admit, because I had the intention of obviously filming these and sort of doing a voiceover for YouTube, which, thank you, you're on here now. But for some reason, for the first time since I've had The Sims 4, my save file corrupted completely and I lost so many lots, so many characters because I hadn't saved them to my own gallery yet. So I've definitely learnt my lesson there. And I've been saving so frequently you wouldn't believe, because it was heartbreaking for it to happen. I think the reason it actually happened was because I tried to change my EA name to my YouTube name, and it's almost like because I hadn't downloaded it with that account, it didn't like it at all. So yeah, definitely recommend not rushing to do that if you want to do this yourself. But that's enough of me rambling on. If you played The Sims 2, you might have already guessed which lot I'm building here today. So this is my take on Lothario's Condo. I think I was a bit naive to the character when I was younger, to be honest. But I always absolutely loved his house. I mean, for me, it was like the dream holiday house. You know, you could just imagine going and, you know, being in a hot, sunny climate and just having the best time here. You'll see, I've brought it into modern times. There was no way that I could rebuild this house and have the same interior. So we've got the same sort of layout, but the furniture's different. It's a bit brighter, I think, and just a bit more like you could sort of imagine a Playboy man living here. And I really like it. You know, I don't claim to be the best builder. I definitely don't claim to be the best person at Create a Sim. But I just really wanted to record myself doing it because this is a real love of mine. To give a bit of background about me, a few years ago I was diagnosed with ME and I had some really hard, you know, it was a struggle. I had some health problems and I've been diagnosed with a few different chronic illnesses since. And for me, The Sims sort of became my escape again. I've always loved playing it, but, you know, it sounds sappy, but when you can't go and live the way you want to live your life, it's really nice to be able to put a game on and go, oh, you know, what fun can I have on here today? And also, like, I love interior decorating. Again, I'm not claiming to be the best at it, but it's something I'm really interested in. So I just find it really fun to do. And yeah, so I loved sort of bringing this lot and this household into sort of a more modern look. I have actually edited the EA version of, or I should say the Sims 4 version of Lothario, and I'll be adding that to the gallery as well, because he will be living here. Unsurprisingly, I have plans for the Calientes to live next door as well. And yeah, like, I really love this lot. It's quite typically masculine, but I mean, I would still love to live here. So going, you know, to talk more about the build, I wanted to have these pops of colour. So you'll see here the orange sofa and the green countertops. I absolutely love the backsplash that I've used in the kitchen there. And there's a few things that I think were so sort of instrumental in the house in The Sims 2 that I had to bring them in. So I have the little workout area downstairs. I obviously have the hot tub up on the roof. I will admit though that I only have the controversial free hot tub. I never actually bought the pack. I don't have all of the packs of The Sims 4. And generally I only buy them if they're on sale generally. Because I don't know, I think it's just heartbreaking to spend so much on a game. Even though I spend so many hours on it, it's just every time you buy a new pack for it, you're like, oh, this is costing so much money. But I will say that the kit that's coming out soon, the high school years one, I think that might be the first kit that I buy full price. I think it looks brilliant. So I'm really excited for that. And I might even try and do a Let's Play on the channel. I'll see how confident I feel. So yeah, going back to the build, I absolutely love the sort of black accents on the white wall. I think it makes it look really sleek and just nice. And yeah, I just sort of wanted to section off. I wanted it to be open plan, but with, you know, different sections to the room. So I put that little half wall there just to divide, and that's almost like his like hobby space, you know, like he's got his computer, he's got his workout area, and I just added a little bench here just so I could have, you know, books, cologne, because I thought, oh, Don's the kind of character that is definitely going to have his cologne by the door, you know. So yeah, and this kitchen, I'm in love with it. I would love to have this kitchen myself. And I thought he would definitely have a coffee machine for all of his guests that he'll have round. And I added the little carver bowl from Island Living. And I feel like since I've been rebuilding classic lots, I've used those neon signs so much. I don't think I'd ever actually used them before until I started doing this. And I think it must have been a thing that all the Sims 2 builds had these neon lights in them. Because, yeah, there's something about them that every time I build one of these classic lots, I'm like, oh, I must include a neon light. So yeah, I think it's, you know, it's coming together quite nicely. I added a few different rugs in because I just thought, like, I wanted it to be open plan, but I also wanted, you know, the different areas to be spaced off. And because it's quite a light wood on the floor, I just thought it gives it a bit more of a sort of, you know, accent features almost, you know. It's sort of, you know, he's got his computer area on the rug there, the workout area behind it. And I don't think I've ever actually used this swatch of the poster there, but I thought that looked really nice, sort of above the computer. So yeah, so I think here I'm obviously just going through and adding some clutter bits and just making it look a bit more lived in. I should say that I play on PS5. I am a console player. It's the first sort of entity of The Sims, if you like, that I've only ever played console. I do have the base game on my computer, but I don't have any of the add-ons. So, I mean, for me, I just find playing on the console more comfortable sometimes. You know, I've got it set up in my room where I can relax. I don't have to sit at a desk to play it. But at some point, I would love to have it all on my computer as well. But obviously, with that comes the fact that I can't use any mods or CC. So, I mean, I absolutely love watching YouTubers who play The Sims. I think they're so talented. And I just sort of, like, I don't think I'm anywhere near their league at all. But quite often I see they use so much CC, or like they'll be doing their gameplay and they'll have mods. And I don't know, I just like the idea that, you know, I could record how I play The Sims sort of without having those features. And yeah, I mean, it's fun. It's something I enjoy. So I think, why not, you know? It's nice to sort of share your hobbies and, you know, your interests. And for me, like, I just had so much fun building this that I was like, oh, I want to share that fun. So yeah, if you're still watching this video, thank you very much. So here I'm doing the bedroom and the upstairs bathroom. I actually end up extending this a bit because I really wasn't happy with the layout of the bathroom. I feel like I've been using these items a lot lately. These, like that sink, I've rarely used it before, and then the last few builds, I feel like I keep using it. But I sort of was like, oh, like the way that the bath is, like if, like, I know that you can sort of get away with it and they would be able to get in there. But I was like, oh, I just don't think it looks right to have, a sink or a toilet right by the sliding door of the bath. So yeah, I did extend that out and expanded it there. And yeah, I think it looks a lot better. So I'm glad that I did that. And it's not quite as cluttered. And obviously it lends itself, you have a bit more of the upper balcony there, which I did eventually make into a little bar area. And of course we've got the hot tub outside as well. Here I was trying to decide what to do with this little space, because I was like, oh, it's sort of like a walkway, and I was going to put an additional wardrobe there, but I thought, well, that's quite a nice little, just a seat where he could read maybe. I wasn't sure sort of what would go nicely there. So I don't know if that's a bit odd to have a little reading nook just at the top of the stairs, but I thought it was nice enough. So yeah, just adding a few window boxes now, and something that I do go on to do, I don't know, if you're a fan of The Sims 2, I don't know whether you'd think this is a good idea, but I actually made Don a really nice back garden, because I put the build on this lot here. It's the Cookout Lookout. It's in the Newcrest neighbourhood, and it was a really long lot, and I was like, oh, like that, the space at the back of the house really is the ideal size to have a nice swimming pool and like a decking area. So I really wanted to do that, and yeah, I thought it was quite nice. I wasn't restricting myself. Like I say, the inside's completely different. I wasn't going to be like, oh, it's got to look exactly the same as The Sims 2, because obviously we've come so far with The Sims 4 that you can do so many more new things with it now, and I didn't think it would look quite right to have it the way it used to be. Something I really liked actually about this lot, and I carried it over to the Calientes next door, is I made these little planters and put the palm trees in them. So I just did it with the, like the really shallow fence, and then just used the spray paint soil, because I almost wanted it to look like, palm trees had been sort of, purposely dropped in there. Because I thought it's very sort of modern and trendy, and probably would cost a lot of money in real life. And I just thought it was a nice touch and a bit of a nod to the original, where I believe there were lots of palm trees on the lot. Maybe I've just made that up in my mind, I don't know, but I liked the way that looked. I do actually change the wood colour on all the fences though. I think I've cut out a bit here because I spent so long doing it. It's like, when you have one of those ideas and you're just like, oh, I think this would look great, and then you keep looking at it and you're like, something's not quite right, I need to change something. So yeah, I mess about with that quite a lot. I did cut out quite a bit of the video. And yeah, I do really like what I did with the back garden. Now, controversial take, with this pizza floaty, I was like, I feel like Don Lothario would have one with pineapple on it. So if you're watching this, leave a comment whether you eat pineapple on your pizza. For me, it's a no-no. I can't eat pineapple, it makes me really ill. But I know a lot of people love it. And before I sort of went off pineapple, I did as well. So maybe it's something I should try again soon. I just don't think I could put myself through it. Yeah, so this is where I'm changing the wood, just to make it a bit darker. I mean, I'm really bad at colour matching on The Sims, and I know it's not black, but I thought it matched like the windows a bit better. And then here it was almost just like a little bit too much space here. So again, I just decided to sort of make my own sort of faux planter and just put some shrubs in there. So I messed about with that for quite a while because I couldn't find one that I thought was sort of the right height and also the right length. So yeah, just to add a bit more colour again in the back garden. I love using these bits. I think they're from Eco Lifestyle. Just to put some, like in my mind, it was sort of like a trellis up the back there. And I know they're actually bringing something like that into the high school years pack. So, I mean, if you wanted to download this yourself, you could even swap that out. You know, I love the idea that, you know, Don's up in the hot tub and, you know, has to make a quick getaway. And, of course, we have the telescope up top as well. So I think this is just me adding the last touches, adding some lighting outside, and yeah, just making the final touches. Hopefully I didn't miss anything out here. But yeah, I was really happy with it and I really loved building it. So I'm going to continue making houses. As I've mentioned, I've already made the Calientes, so I'll be uploading that soon, as well as a few more. So try and have a guess of what houses I've built. And I will be back with you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.